Chris Reed here, and I want to talk to you today about the unclaimed promises of God. You know, there are people that go through this life and they never fulfill the purposes and plans that God had for them, that He established long before the foundation of the world. In fact, Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 3 says that God ceased from His works on the seventh day, and all of His works, catch this now, were finished before the foundation of the world. You know, there's a reason why the Bible always tells us about God being seated. There's one, and one that sat on the throne. Why is He sitting down? Isn't there work to be done? Isn't there souls to be saved, bodies to be healed? Why is He sitting? No, there's no work to be done. Hebrews 4 and 3 clearly says He finishes works from the foundation of the world. So, you might ask, I need God to heal me. I need God to deliver me. I need God to supply my need. I need God to answer my prayer. Well, you're not going to get Him to ever do anything for you. He already has. There's promises in heaven that are unclaimed. The key isn't getting God to twist, trying to manipulate Him, or, well, God, your word says, and you promised this, and Lord, you said that we would be healed, and you promised you'd supply all my needs according to your riches and glory. Please, you said you would do it. The key isn't twisting His arm and getting Him to do it. The key isn't begging Him to do it. The key is using your faith to manifest in earth and time what He's already finished in the Spirit in eternity. In fact, His works were finished from the foundation of the world, right? According to Hebrews 4 and 3. Well, guess what? The Lamb slain, Revelation 13, the Lamb was slain from the foundation of the world. Well, you might scratch your head and say, how was He slain before the foundation of the world when He wasn't slain until 4,000 years or approximately after Adam? Well, see, what you've got to understand is in the eternal realm, in the spirit realm, everything that could happen or has happened or will happen with everybody, including you, your ministry, your purpose in this world, every healing you'll ever need, every answered prayer you'll ever need, every deliverance you'll ever need, God has already done it. See, God does not, He's not a normal author. Even though the Bible calls Him the author and finisher of our faith, He's not a normal author. He don't start with chapter 1. He finishes the last chapter, then starts with chapter 1. He declares the end from the beginning, or the things which are not as though they already were. So faith then manifests in earth and time. It is the conduit for which what's already finished and perfected in eternity from the foundation of the world manifests in earth and time. Faith, using your faith. Your faith is not trying to twist God's arm or talk Him into doing what you need Him to do. Your faith is used to recognize He's already done it and to manifest it. And so we understand that Jesus, in the plan and purposes in eternity, He was slain before the foundation of the world, but it took time to manifest in the earth what was already completed and perfected in the eternal spirit realm. Let me give you another example. Jesus is praying in the Garden of Gethsemane the night before His crucifixion. He's getting ready to face the darkest hour of His life. He's sweating great drops of blood. He's under stress. And if you're under stress tonight or today, and you're under a lot of problems right now, let me tell you how Jesus dealt with it, and maybe you can do it, and you can learn how to cope with all this, to deal with what you're going through. Jesus is praying, and He says these words. He says, Father, I'm no longer in the world. Yeah, you are, Jesus. You're physically present in the garden. Oh, but He might have been physically there, but spiritually, He got into the eternal realm where everything was already finished about His life and about the plan of God. He says, I'm no longer in the world. And then He says, I finished the work that you gave me to do. Well, physically in earth and time, the crucifixion wasn't until tomorrow. But then He says something else. He's not only said, if I finish the work you gave me to do, but then He says these words. He says, glorify thou me with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. So He jumps into the future and says, I finished the work you gave me to do. Then He jumps into the past and says, glorify thou me with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. How does He do that? He sees the big picture. He gets out of earth and time. He gets in the eternal realm, in the spirit world. He sees the finished work. And he recognizes and he sees the perfected plan of God and it coming to pass in his life. And so can I say this to you today? Stop trying to twist God's arm. He has got promises that have already been established, forever settled in the heavens, and they're just unclaimed. They're just unclaimed. And what God needs you to do is get into the spirit realm and use your faith to manifest in earth and time what He's already perfected and completed in eternity. Don't ask Him to do anything for you. He can't. His works, He's sitting down, remember? His works were already finished before the foundation of the world. Use your faith to manifest them in earth and time and let His unclaimed promises for you come to pass. If we're not friends, just click my name up there. Let's become Facebook friends. And do me a favor, share this, because people need to understand that they can't twist God's arm or talk Him into doing anything. They just need to stop asking God and start speaking the word to the situation, the word that's forever settled. Stop asking Him to do what He can't do that He's already done. Start speaking the forever settled word and bringing it to pass with your faith. Share, share, share. Click my name, send me a friend request, and share this. Somebody needs to hear this message. God bless you.